I'm always grateful to be here. Um, I get so much love and support from everyone out there that's helping me on this journey. So I just want to express my gratitude. Um, I've got a bit of time, maybe 20 minutes or half an hour, and thought I'd take this opportunity to um, do a breathing exercise and do a short, positive, realistic affirmation meditation that can help with letting go of trauma and building strength through acceptance and awareness. So I was wanting to go and do this up the mountain this afternoon, and that didn't turn out. So um, it didn't stop me. So I thought, why don't I just light some candles and sit here and do it here? Um, so it's a great example of um, good to see you all the way. Great to have you here. Like I'm going to do a short breathing exercise and then a strength building affirmation. So um, I really appreciate that you're here with me and we can share this experience. And then this video will be here for anyone who wants to watch it and to um, practice along with me at any time. But the fact that the beauty of this whole process of being here right now is amazing for me, and it so uh, I think about that a lot, and it's what gives me this additional courage because I have a um, a difficulty with anxiety and things like that. So this is helping me um, so much. So just a simple breathing exercise for a few minutes, and then I'll talk some positivity, but I want to make it clear that it's it's acceptance with realism. It's understanding so that somehow difficult situations can be processed, and acknowledgement is a big part of it too. So it's understanding that um, building strength requires work, and also letting go of things is not easy, and so um, it does require a lot of work as well. So if you want to join me in this process, find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. I'm sitting cross-legged at the moment, and I've got my back relatively straight and my neck comfortable, but not too rigid. You want to feel relaxed. I'm resting my arms on my legs so that I can be comfortable. And gently closing my eyes so I can start the process. So this is a simple breathing exercise. There's nothing difficult about it. Just letting your body breathe naturally. Breathing with the diaphragm, full breaths of air. Just letting your body find its own natural rhythm. So with this exercise, it's not focusing on too much of the whole breath, it's just focusing on the breathing itself. Just becoming aware of different aspects of the breath. Just noticing if there's any tension in the body as you breathe. If there's any tension, think about where it is and try and relax that part of your body. Just allow yourself to just be calm in this moment. Focusing on the breath will allow you to become calm. Just thinking about the process. Just becoming calm and not trying, just breathing. Just simple breaths of air. But just acknowledge that as you breathe in and as you breathe out, this is your life force. So just focusing on the in breath and then focusing on the out breath. If you find yourself becoming rigid or tense, just try and relax that part of your body that is rigid or tense. So we'll do a few minutes of just silent breathing, focusing on the breath. Nothing too difficult. Just focus on the breathing, the in breath and the out breath. Acknowledging that this is life itself. So while you're doing this, I invite you to join me in letting go of things that have caused pain. So just keep breathing, keep your eyes closed, and in this moment, allow yourself to contemplate the journey that you have been on. Understand that there have been difficulties in life. There have been people that have hurt you, and it's not always been their intention to hurt you. And the ones that have intentionally hurt you, you are stronger than them. So in this moment, become aware of how far you have gone on this journey and understand that there is still a long way to go. Understand that strength takes work to build up, to continue to do this day after day. Understand that not every day is going to be productive. Be aware of the fact that you are a strong person. You have made it here, right now. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better because you are going to be working on these things. Understanding that there will be difficulties. These difficulties are just part of the process. Understand that the trauma that you have been through does not define you, that you are still here and you're going to shine. Understand this requires work. This requires letting go. Understand how much you have put into this. Give yourself credit. Remember the things that bring you joy. Life gets in the way and stops you from doing these things. So just remember to find time whenever you can to do these things that give you joy. Remember when things get difficult, calm yourself, become at peace with yourself. Understand how strong you are. Now you've had this moment of clarity and calm. Gently return to the room. So when I do a meditation like this, I think about it afterwards. And I think about how I feel. And so right now I feel calm and at ease. And I feel like I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. So in reflection, I think it's all about giving yourself credit for the hard work that you've done and what you've persevered through and what you're going to continue to persevere through. And that it requires a lot of work and it requires letting go of pain. And it doesn't have to be difficult. So I feel at ease, I feel relaxed, I feel calm. And this only took a few moments out of my day to do. Just making simple, positive affirmations and being present in the moment. So, in reflection, I feel that the hard work that I have done has not been in vain, and that I acknowledge that the road ahead is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, and that I acknowledge that there are things that bring me joy in life, and I will try to have that part of my life, not to deny myself the things that bring me joy. So, thank you for being here with me, and I try to do what I can, essentially. I don't give myself too much expectation, and I adapt to the situation. So I give myself credit for what I've been through, and I understand that there's a lot of work to do, and that I can find joy and happiness in life, and I can find peace and calm. So I see there's some people here watching and join. Hopefully, you were with me in this process, and this is something I do, and we can all do this. Is find time in our day to sit down somewhere, to breathe and calm the body, and to remind ourselves that we are doing the work and that we are going to continue to do the work. We're going to find joy in our lives. So I really appreciate all the love and support I get from everyone. I'm grateful for having this opportunity to heal. So I spent a lot of time stuck in the past in pain, and I realized I was attempting to let go of all this pain, you know. So all that work wasn't wasted, but the more I became present and the more I was able to let go of the pain, and the more I tried to do the things that could give me joy, the better my life has become. It's not easy, and that's why I say it's work that you have to keep working at, and you have to find that time, you know. So it only took a few minutes to sit down, calm, breathe, and remind myself that the work I'm putting in is not in vain, that the difficulties in healing seems like it's impossible, but it's not. And just doing the work and persistence, understanding that there are going to be difficult days, and finding that time to nourish yourself, just reminding yourself, do what you can. A big part of this acknowledgement is acknowledging the pain that you went through, and that that's not easy, and it's not easy to flourish, because the pain has left a wound. You could say the other way around, the wound has left pain. So whenever you can, find time to be calm and nourish yourself, and remind yourself of how far you've gone, how far you've come, how the journey is still, it's an ongoing thing. Acknowledge how much work that you've done to get to this point, and how much more work that you've you've got to put in, but it's worth it. And remember that things can bring you joy, and do those things. Don't deny yourself happiness, and understand that it takes work, and acknowledge how much work and you have put in, how much time you've spent working on yourself to heal. And just keep doing that. And simple things like sitting down for a few minutes and breathing and focusing on your breath will calm you. Reminding yourself will give you courage and strength. And that acknowledgement that things are going to be difficult, it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, acknowledge how strong you already are. Don't forget that. Remind yourself and remind yourself to find the time to do the things that bring you joy. Now it's not always easy. So acknowledge and understand that there will be difficult days ahead. But you keep doing the work and there will be joy in your life. And there will be happiness. And you will become stronger. And the pain will be less. It's not necessarily going to go away, but you, as you get stronger, the more you live in the moment, the less pain you'll be in. So acknowledge how strong you are. That what you've been through, you didn't deserve the pain of what happened. And that it doesn't define you. And that inside there is the undamaged part still there. And it will always be there. And that you really are strong and you have been working on this. You know, it's amazing to see progress. And even the smallest amount of progress is a lot. And this is the thing, is that we have had our lives disrupted. But what we've done is we've decided to work to heal, understanding that it's a long journey and it does require having time where you don't do anything and just allow your body to heal. Because you are doing the work. And there will be difficult days where you can't do the things that you expected to do. So be kind to yourself in that. and acknowledge how much work you do. That the future is bright, and that being in the present is safe. So when things become overwhelming, just sit and breathe, focus on your breath, calm your body, and acknowledge how strong you are. Acknowledge the things that you have done that have healed you. You've done this. You've the work is you healing yourself, and you're doing it by finding time for yourself. And it's not easy to let go of the pain because the wound the wound is healing, and that inside you're still there, untouched, unbroken, and acknowledge how much work you've done to get to this point. So it's it's easy to be overwhelmed, but when that happens, just remember to sit and breathe and calm, and don't forget you have made it to here. Things are going to get better, and it might not be that the things that bring you joy are easy to do, but that doesn't stop you from finding the time to do these things when you can. And this journey is still going to have pain involved, but as you get stronger, the pain will lessen. So I want to thank everyone for being here with me. And this is simple acknowledgement of myself and yourself, that we are we are not alone, and we're on this journey of healing together. So I see some very beautiful comments in the comments there. So thank you. I'm so grateful for everyone. I'm reminded by the love that I get that it's worth it, that the work is working, you know. So right now I feel completely relaxed and I feel completely calm, and I appreciate how simple things can allow you to do that, to become calm. And I'm excited for the future. I really am. I look at where I am now and where I was, and that's why I say remind yourself how strong you are and how far you've come. So just keep doing the work. You know, it takes time, but inside there is that there is you that is unbreakable and has is untouched and is pure. And the wound or the wounds are healing, and it takes time. And acknowledge how much you have done already. And there is hope. So thank you for being here. And it really means a lot to me because I see we're we're not alone in this struggle, and we're here to support each other. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I want you to know that you're not alone and that you are doing the work and you're making progress and it's worth it. And there will be difficult days, but you're building up strength. So it just takes time. But just remember how much progress you've made, how far you've come, and that you will find joy because you will find joy because you make time for it. You'll you allow happiness to return, and that can seem difficult to understand or to think of or to it can be inconceivable because of the pain but it really does return. And as you get stronger, things will get better. So it's really nice to see everyone here tonight. All the way is here. So there's much love, Luke. Always says sometimes I light a candle when I'm anxious. It's a nice thing to do. Absolutely. It's such a, you know, beautiful thing. Sky's here, says hi to everyone. It's good to see you here, Sky. Michaelia's here as well. There you go, Michaelia. See, we've shared a moment in time, and we've acknowledged together our strength, and it's amazing. It really is. It's too easy to forget to. It sounds funny. It's too easy to forget to remember. But you are strong, and you will get stronger, and you will find joy. That you are healing. So thank you. Right now, I feel so calm and at ease, and I feel confidence and comfort, and that's because I allowed that to happen, and I did the work. It's not it, some of it's difficult, but some of it's easy. It can be as simple as finding the time to just be calm and keep reminding yourself how strong you are and keep doing the work because things get better, and you're not alone. We're on this healing journey together. So I appreciate you all. I have so much gratitude, and just we'll keep on this journey together. We will. We'll look back in a year's time and go, wow, look at look how far we've come. Look at what we've achieved. So Michaelia says, I had a hard reminder today, if I might share. Absolutely, I'd love to hear what, well, I- I'd love to hear what you have to say. So please share. Michaelia says, if you seek validation from people who have hurt you in the past, you'll be hurt again. That is a really good comment and a really good reminder itself. Such a powerful thing you just said. To, not having expectations and shifting the focus from having thinking that you're going to get validation can be so painful because it it can be. And I totally understand what you're saying. So you believe in yourself and not have those expectations that it will serve you, and you will get stronger without being hurt again. Timothy Gallagher says you're getting validation is painful. That's it. I learned I I've been hurt seeking validation, and it's painful because you think, why can't this happen? But by not having that expectation, you can save yourself that hurt. And if it does happen, then that's good. But not expecting for it to happen is 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 better. Kaylee says, or even acceptance from a person who should care. That's it. And this is where remembering that you are strong and that you are doing the work. So you don't have to rely on that fact that you'll get validation from others, but you know within yourself that you are doing the work, and that can be enough. And this is painful because we do want validation, we do want apologies, we do want this stuff, but it's um it's very rare that it happens. So that's a great thing to be able to accept that. And it's difficult because it's something that we want. and it's very rare that we get it. Timothy says, "Pain loves arte. Brightness needs shadow." That's that's exactly it. Kaylee says, "Thank you." Timothy says, "Yeah, it's never easy." And then to just press some button. Exactly. And that's why it requires us to do this work to heal, and acknowledging and accepting that it will take time. And so within that, also understanding that it's there will be times where you feel like things aren't happening, but they you, you haven't everything that you've put in is still there. And so that's when you give yourself credit for everything that you've done, is and understand that it's not easy. Timothy says, "Running against Thomas and the other prickly things just happens, but don't be afraid of the plants." That's a great comment. Don't be afraid. And, you know, pain will understand that the road ahead is still going to have difficulties and painful. Don't don't stop yourself. And you know, where I say try and find that joy, it's not easy, but it you will find it. It's ha- just knowing that there is difficulties ahead, and facing that is shows how strong you are already. Timothy says, "Last awful film with carnivorous plants only worked for the puppet who's afraid of a puppet." See, that's a really interesting comment, that you can allow yourself to. It's like breaking the spell. I just want to thank everyone for being here right now. You know, we are sharing a moment in time. Michaelia says, "Lol, I don't like certain puppets." Slappy from Goosebumps. Timothy Gallagher says, "Great moment indeed." Isn't it amazing? I'm smiling now, you know. We can take time out of our day to calm ourselves down and remind ourselves how strong we are and how much we've accomplished. You know, it's it's something that's really great to do. Okay, says, me too. Thank you." Timothy says, working already faster than expected. Isn't that's it, isn't it? That's so, like, it's, it's beautiful, you know. Acknowledge Acknowledging the difficulties and not having expectations, then things do get better faster. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So I I really love that comment, and that's beautiful. Timothy says, "I'm no comedian, but can't hide that smile." See, I'm smiling again. That's it. We can make ourselves happy, you know, and we have to remember how much we're doing to heal. And that inside is that untouched, unwounded part of ourselves that's still there. And we're, we're Timothy says, bad lyric writing techniques. That's a great, actually, isn't that such a perfect comment? Is that, you know, we, it's like we're writing the lyrics to our own song, which is our song of life. So we can, if we have that power. Isn't that amazing? That we're writing, we're right now, even right now in this moment, we are choosing to rewrite lyrics in our story of our life, and correcting things. We're changing the chorus, and that's such a powerful thing that we can do that, you know. And Kalia says it's hard work to break generational trauma. It is very difficult work to do that. So, and that's where I think acceptance is a big thing. So accepting that there is still going to be this pain that will be there, and just keep reminding yourself that you have made so much progress. So it is hard work. So give yourself credit for that hard work that you've been doing. Timothy says, and my English teacher once said, it's hopeless to pursue creative writing. See, that's a really interesting comment that your teacher once said, because in a lot of ways, because it really is that's the power of that is the power of taking control of writing your own. It you are writing your own story of your life, and you get to decide. And so that's there's hope in that. That it might be a tragedy, but you can turn that tragedy into a romance or an adventure because you have the power to actually write your own story. So your song of your life, it's your writing it. And it may have started off as a tragedy, but use your creativity to change it. You know, the first verse might be a nightmare, and then the second verse might seem like you're lost. But then on the third verse, things start to change, and then you know it, you're writing your own song. You're in control of this. It's your song. So Michaelia says teachers shouldn't squash their students' passions. That's a really good comment. Yeah, there's a good teacher will encourage you, and it's really sad when that happens, when things get squashed by other people. Um, that really is a sad thing, and that's something that I've grappled with, is people putting me down, or I give up because of what people say. Timothy says, had a sibling that used to teach, but too dramatized by the students. Michaelia says, I was a teacher in a residential school for kids with autism and behavioral disorders. That's honourable. That's, Timothy says, sadly, fourth graders do dangerous things. That must be difficult being a teacher. You know, I think it would be one of the most difficult jobs. Timothy says, however, she tried. Timothy says she was happy for the session to finish. Timothy says some childhood experiences demand brokenness. We do become stronger from going through difficult times. Deciding to flip property houses felt much better, rewarding. That's interesting. So if something doesn't work, find something else. You know. Michaelia says, I love my work. I found it more rewarding than public school system. So we've had a special time this evening where we've made time to calm, remember, and remind ourselves how strong we are, how far we've come. So I want to thank you all. Um, thank you for being here. Timothy says, one day at a time, folks. That's exactly it. One day at a time. That's things get better. We do the work. We find joy again. It's a great perspective is to understand, and that's sort of, I guess that's a bit of patience and not having these massive expectations. Michaela says, thank you. Thanks for being here. So I'll do this again soon. I always get a lot out of it. Sorry, we will continue this conversation again, my friend, because um, the beauty of this is, even though you arrived here right at the end of the stream, I know that I will see you again soon, and that's made me smile. So it's so lovely to see you here now. But I do have to end the stream right now. So um, it's simple things can be so rewarding, and just being able to have this conversation has been really nice. MJG says, yes, see you later, Luke. Sleep well. Thank you. So MJG, thanks for being here. Michaela, thanks for being here. Timothy, thanks for being here. You know, and Sky was here. Thank you for being here, and all the way, everyone. Thanks for sharing this moment with me this evening. It's been really special. You know, I really do appreciate it. MJG's says saying goodbye. Much love to everyone. Thank you for all your support. You know, and remember that we're all doing the work, and we're here for each other. So